Hello. Hello.
So can you speak once?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, sir, I have some doubts and some, you know, Villappo.
Mhm. Yeah, hello. Which one you heard about?
Sir, I send you a photo. That one, it's about one equation, quadratic in polynomial chapter.
Hmm. I think you can share it. Otherwise, you can send me a picture. You can share your screen. Okay, this one. Hmm. We will do. Actually, these are pretty simple. First, you have to know what are the roots and the things. Okay. Hmm. So here we are doing polynomial. What do you mean by a polynomial? Hmm? What do you mean by a polynomial?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. A polynomial is an equation with combination of constant and variable.
So the constant and variables. Okay, in general, what
With
do you
two variables.
it can be two.
And the power of that
Given.
polynomial must be a whole number. No, a natural number. It can be a whole number as well, because anything to the power 0 is 1.
First, see, what do you mean by a polynomial? Polynomial is nothing but an equation in two variables, right?
Yes.
It is just an equation. Okay. So it is just.
So what they are trying to tell
in
that one.
In this one. Okay, first see this. I think you studied about an equation like something like x square plus 4 equals to y. This is an equation, right?
Like you're able to see it, right?
What?
Like you are able to see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Can you see the whiteboard? So forget all this. First listen. Okay. Nikhil. Nikhil.
Okay, fine. Yes, you can't hear me.
Yeah, now I can hear you. So see this. Forget about this and all. So first listen. First understand what do you mean by polynomial and what is the zero. The zero is nothing but a root, we will call. Okay. The root or the solution of the equation. Okay. First listen what this actually means is. So here when you, if I give an equation, remember equation like 3x plus 4 equals to 7. Okay. 3x plus 4. Okay, let's take it as 3x plus equals to y. This is our equation. Okay.
Okay.
So here we have two variables. One variable is x, another variable is y. Right?
Yes.
So what this actually means is you have to find what is the value of x, right?
Yes.
So this is if you want to represent this in a graphical form. This 3x plus 3 equals to y. I will get a line like this. Okay.
Okay.
I will get a line like this, right? So why I will get, because I will plot when x equal to 0, what is the value of y?
When x is equal to 0, then the value of y is 3.
So one point is 0, 3. When y equals to 0, what is the value of x?
1.
Minus. Okay. So 0, minus 1. Hello?
Me, right?
It is 0, minus 1, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If I draw this point, then I will get this 0, 3 minus 1, 0. right? This is the line I will get, right?
Okay. Yes.
I will get this graph for, so I can represent this as 3x plus 3 equals to y, right? Or y equals to 3x plus 3. That is the line of y equal to 3x plus 3, right? Okay.
Yes.
This red color line is a representation of 3x plus 3 equals to y. So now what we are concerned in polynomials is what is the root of this equation. Okay.
What?
This is called the roots. Actually, we have different names. The roots are zeros or solution. We need to find the zeros of the equation or the solution of the equation. Okay.
Okay.
Means what you have to do is you have to find roots, zeros, or solution. Both means the one and the same. What is this means? You have to find the values of x where y is 0. Okay.
Okay.
That is called the root of the equation. Okay. Means the values of
Okay.
x where y is 0. Okay.
Okay.
That is called the root or 0 or the solution. You can call it anything, but here they're calling it as a zeros. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what is the zero of the equation or what is the root of this equation? Tell. Root of the given equation is
1
y1.
minus 1.
So the root of the given equation is x equal to minus 1. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when you observe here, what is the power of x?
1.
1. So if the power of x is 1, then you will get 1 root. Okay.
Okay.
So directly we have what is the power is equal to the number of roots that you will get. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, this is the, if you see in graph, just see where it is intersecting with y-axis. That's it. That is the value of the roots, right? Where is it intersecting this x-axis? That is the value of the root, right?
Yes.
Now that is the value of the 0. Okay.
Okay.
In general, the roots are represented with Greek numbers. Instead of representing x and y, we will represent it with alpha, beta, gamma, and all. We have different things.
Delta.
Yes, and delta. So if the power of x is 1, you will get 1 root, right? If the power of x is 2, you will get 2 roots. Why? Because now if you see x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Okay.
We can split the middle term.
Yeah, wait. That is splitting middle term and all we will do it. That is that you will get that you have separate chapter for it. Okay. First understand what it actually means. So here you have to see how many number of roots should be there.
2.
If I think the power of x is 2, right? You will get the graph somewhere like this. You will get the graph somewhere like this. Okay.
Okay.
Means it is cutting in 2 points on the x-axis, right?
Yes.
That's why it has 2 roots or 2 zeros in your terms. Okay. It is also called as root. Remember, it is also called as the solution. Okay. Remember the names. They can give anything. but now they are term as zeros, that when we proceed further, we will take the term as root. Okay, remember this.
Okay.
We will call that values as roots of the equation. So this is the equation we got, right?
Hmm.
So this is the equation we got. So in this equation, there are two zeros. So one zero will be alpha, the other will be beta, right?
Yes.
Means one thing x equal to alpha, another is x equal to beta, right?
Beta.
So since
Yes.
the power is 2, we are having two roots, and the two roots can be distinct or equal depending upon, we will study when it will be distinct, when it will be the same. Okay,
Okay.
so let us suppose, let's take it this one. So here the two roots are different because you will, if you find, you will get two different values of x, right?
Hmm.
So understood what are the zeros? Zeros is nothing but the values of x where y is 0. Okay,
Okay.
so that is nothing
Okay.
in
Okay.
graphical terms, that is where it is intersecting with the x-axis.
X-axis.
Where the curve is intersecting with
So,
x-axis, that is the roots of the equation or the zeros of the equation. This thing is clear, right?
so this curve is called like cabula, something it's called, no?
That one we will study. This is called as a parabola.
Parabola.
Parabola means it is like a U curve. Whether U can be like this or it can be like this, it is called as a parabola. Okay. Mhm. Now,
So, what they have
hmm, what?
in the book?
Yeah, now we will come to the
In
book.
the book.
So first you understood what is this alpha, beta, right? They are the roots or the zeros of the equation,
Yes.
right? Hmm. Now let's come to the,
Okay.
so this is the degree 2, right? The degree 2 is called the quadratic equation. Okay. See, polynomial, this is not a, this is a polynomial, but this is only not the polynomial. The polynomial can be like this also. X cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 equal to 0. This is also a polynomial. Okay. If I draw a curve
Okay.
like this, so what is the power over here? The power is 3, right? So you will get 3 values. 1, 2, 3.
This is a cubic parabola.
This is not a parabola. This is, we will just call it as a curve. Okay.
But Sato is called cubic parabola.
Now, why it is cubic parabola? Because the, what is the power over here? The
It's
power over
3.
here is 3. So that's why it is called cubic. And we know if it is power 3, we should have 3 roots, right?
So when it has 4, it
Alpha,
look like W.
beta, alpha, beta, and gamma. So this is a polynomial with power 3. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, this is called the degree of the polynomial. Okay.
Okay.
Degree of the polynomial means degree is nothing but the highest power. Because we have powers 3, 2, 1 also, right? We have powers. Okay. 3 is also a power. 2
Okay.
is also a power. 1 is power in this. So, but we will see the degree of the polynomial. Degree means the highest power of the polynomial. Okay.
Hmm.
So now you can tell that the number of roots is equal to the degree of polynomial, right?
Hmm.
It is not power of the polynomial, it is the degree of the polynomial, because there are many powers in a polynomial. Here in second term also you have power 2, third term also you have power 1. So we should not tell the number of roots is equal to power of the polynomial. You have to tell the number of roots equal to the degree of the polynomial. Degree means the highest power. whatever is the highest power, that many number of roots will be there. Okay.
Okay.
Remember this degree. Now, in the same way, we know polynomial means like it is many, right? Poly means many. It can have power 4 also, right?
Yes.
Now,
Is there an
the
equation where there is no zero?
where there is no zero, if it is, see, for any equation, yeah, if we have one thing that there is no zeros, you will get a curve like this. Then it is not intersecting with x-axis, right?
Yes.
So it is
X-axis.
zero doesn't exist because at any point of x, y is not zero, right?
Yes.
So here the zero doesn't exist. It is a polynomial, but there are no zeros. Okay.
Okay.
So now what we have to do is, all the time we can't write the numbers for representing the polynomials, right? That's why we got the general equation of a polynomial. Okay. General equation of polynomial. So when the degree is 1, the general equation of polynomial is ax plus b equal to 0. Okay. Actually, that y you are taking as 0 because if you want to find the root, you need to know y is 0, right?
Yes.
So that's why instead of representing y, we are representing that y as 0. That's it. So this is the degree 1. Okay. And you know what is degree means, right?
Okay.
Degree is the highest power. This I am writing the general equations of the polynomial. Remember. Okay. Means if you want to represent a polynomial, always you have to represent in these terms because we can't write always the numbers. That's why you want to represent the general. Now the second, the general equation is ax square plus bx plus c to 0. Okay.
Okay.
Now tell me when degree is 3.
And for cubic, when cubic polynomial is there, it will be ax plus bx plus
Ax cube.
plus bx square.
Yeah, tell.
Plus c plus b. No, just plus c.
Plus d, right? Means it is a decreasing the power, right? From 3 to 1 and
Yes.
0. Here it is x to the power 0, right? That's why it is. So these are the general equations of the polynomial. Okay.
Okay.
Now here we have how many roots or how many zeros in your, the number of zeros is, it will be only 1 0, right? Because it degree is 1.
Yes.
So the number of the zero is alpha. Now in this, how many number of zeros are the roots? In general, we call it as roots, but it, so here there are 2 roots. So alpha,
roots.
beta, right?
Yes.
So here how many roots are there? Alpha,
Beta, gamma.
So the 3 roots, right? Are the 3 zeros.
Yes.
Now, you know, like when they gave the equation, we can find by using the graph and all. But there are some techniques. Okay. So now we are establishing the relation between the equation and the roots. Okay. Understood?
Okay.
Now we are establishing the relation between the equation and the roots. Okay. Now we will see the relation between them. Now one thing is clear to you. The zeros means if I substitute as x equal to alpha in the equation, I should get the value as 0, right? Means if I take this one, if alpha, beta, alpha comma beta are the roots, means if I substitute x, if I substitute alpha in the place of x, I should get 0, right? If I substitute beta in the place of x, I should get 0. That's why it is called the roots, right? Remember this because many people will forget this. They won't get this one in our mind. So roots means if you substitute that value, you should get 0. Okay. The value of the equation should be 0. Understood? Because this variety you will get in some questions. They will ask, this is the roots. What is the value of C? Okay. So that one we will do.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will see the relation between the equation and the roots. That is 0. Okay. Now let's come. The relation between equation and, you can call it zeros or you can call it as a roots. Okay. The relation
Okay.
between equation and the roots. So first, here we have, let's take the general equation for a quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the general quadratic equation, right? Now what, there is a proof for this also, but first we will learn this. The sum of roots. So what are the roots over here? Alpha comma beta, right?
Yes.
So the sum of the roots. Sum is addition of the roots, that is alpha plus beta, right?
Yes.
The sum of the roots comes out to be, since we need to find the relation between the roots and this. So first what you're doing, we are finding the sum. So alpha plus beta is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Okay. This is the first, these are the formulas.
I couldn't.
So these are the formulas, then we will derive it. Okay. How we got this and all. So first, the sum
So
of
can
the
you
roots.
refresh it once and show?
Can't you see the whiteboard?
Okay. Okay. So sum of roots is equal to
So we know
coefficient of x
divided
by coefficient.
of x square.
Okay.
So this is the sum of the roots for this first thing, right?
Okay.
Why this minus? Because actually it follows the sequence plus minus plus minus. That thing also we will know. Okay.
Okay.
Now here we have sum of the roots. Sum is nothing but addition of the root, that is alpha and beta. So alpha plus beta is equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Okay.
Okay.
Now I can write it as minus. What is the coefficient of x in this? What is the coefficient of x? First.
Coefficient of x. It is.
What is the coefficient of x over here?
Coefficient of x is a.
What are you doing? Coefficient of x is b.
Oh, sorry, x square is a.
So now we got alpha plus beta. This is the sum of the roots, right? So alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. That's why you got the formula as alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. Okay. Remember, this is the sum of the roots. Remember. Nikhil? Hello?
Yeah.
So this is for power 2, right? Alpha plus beta
Yes.
equals to minus b by a. So why it is coming like this is because, so always the sum of the roots is equal to So it starts with minus. Okay. Then the coefficient of 1 power less than the degree. Okay. So what is the degree over here? Okay. What is the term? It is highest term is x square, right? Nikhil.
So just a second, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You can continue, sir.
So now how to remember this the general terms? So it is you are first adding alpha plus beta. That's the sum of the roots. Okay. Alpha
Yes,
plus
sir.
beta equals to minus the coefficient of 1 power less than the degree. So here it is x square we have, right?
Yes, sir.
Highest degree is x square. So the 1 power less than that. So that is x. That's why the coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So that's why you got minus b by a. Now here also here only we will do the product of the roots. So product means the multiplication, right? That is alpha into beta, correct? Nikhil.
Yes, sir. I'm there, sir.
So
You
alpha
can
beta is
continue. I'm actually somewhat is there.
so
Alpha
alpha
beta is
c by a. That is the constant term by
C by.
that is constant
Okay.
by
Okay.
coefficient of x square. See when you see this coefficient of x square in the denominator will be there as it is. Okay. So for
Okay.
some it is coefficient of x means just 1 power less than the degree. That's why coefficient of x. Now product means it is goes on decreasing in the power. So first it is x to the power 1. Now if it is x to the power 0, x to the power 0 is nothing but the constant, right?
Yes.
So which equals to c by a, right? So now we got the sum of the roots alpha plus beta as minus b by a, alpha beta as c by a, right? It's for just degree 2. Now what happens if they give like this for the cubic polynomial? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Okay.
Okay.
Now here the roots are alpha, beta, gamma, right?
Yes.
Now here the sum of the roots means simple alpha plus beta plus gamma, right?
Yes.
So now as I told before, it is so first starts with sum, next and ends with product. Okay. First is this. So alpha, beta, gamma. I told negative of
Okay.
coefficient of 1 power less than the degree, right?
Okay.
Here, what is the degree over here?
Degree over there is cube. That is 3.
3. So the 1 power less than the degree, that is x square, right? So, correct?
Yes.
So minus b by a, simple, okay? So
Okay.
coefficient of 1 degree less than, coefficient of 1 power less than the degree. Understood? That's why this coefficient of x square divided by, in the denominator always it is coefficient of degree itself, okay? That is coefficient of x cube always. Now, the next we have,
Okay.
since there are 3 roots, there is possibility that you can add the roots, you can multiply all the roots, or you can add the product of the roots. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is also one possibility is there, right?
Yes.
So first we will do sum. Next we will do the sum of the product of the two roots. Then we will take the product of all the roots. Okay. So for this,
Okay.
how to calculate? See, it's pretty simple. So alpha,
So
beta,
can you show the previous one, previous
uh,
one,
this one.
previous slide once?
Yeah.
Yes. I was listening. I forgot to take a screen.
So it is always
Yeah.
the quotient of 1 power less than x by quotient of the degree. Okay. That is for the sum. That's why you got
Okay.
minus b by a. Now for sum of the product, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha or alpha gamma. We can take it anyway. So it goes on alternative signs, minus plus, minus plus, minus plus. Okay. Since for the sum we took as minus, always it starts with minus, remember. So for product, sum of the product, you have to take plus. Okay. Next, coefficient of the power less than this. So first we have taken x square, right? Now come to x.
Yes.
So that is c by a. Okay. Now with the third thing is the product of the all the roots, alpha, beta, gamma, right? Alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. So here we have, as I told, it is alternative signs, minus, plus. So again, what sign should come?
Sir, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, see this.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
So first for the
Yes.
sum
Because
of the
on
root,
my video, I couldn't hear.
I think there may be some the broadband. So first is this. So alpha, beta, gamma. It is the sum of the roots.
சத்தமா இருந்துச்சு. பாட்டு கேட்டுருக்கலாமா? Oh, sorry. I muted myself and spoke.
Okay, see this. Now we have the sum of the roots as it is starting with minus, right? Always it starts with minus.
Yes.
And I told it's alternative, minus plus, minus plus. It goes like this. Okay.
Okay.
So first it is minus for sum, then for sum of the product, we got it plus. Now for the last possibility, that is product, what sign should come? It should come as minus, right?
Okay.
Because plus minus plus again minus. Now same thing, the coefficient of the power 1 less than the above thing. So here it is coefficient of x to the power 1, means it left out with only the coefficient of the constant, that is d, right? By a will come always. Okay.
So these are the formulas, right?
Yeah, these are the formulas. Not only for this, if it is for a to the power things, if it is like a x to the power 4 plus b x cube plus c x square plus dx plus e equal to 0, you can apply the same thing for all. Okay. Here we have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, right?
So you show
Note
me the
that
previous slide,
yeah, first understand this.
please. Yeah.
First
Yeah. So
three sides. One thing is sure that it comes alternative starting with minus. That is the sign. Okay.
so if it is like alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta,
Hmm.
we'll again use minus b by a.
Yeah, same thing. That's why I told it is minus the coefficient of power 1 less than the degree, right? So alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which equals to minus, because the sign, remember the signs, it is minus plus minus plus alternatives. Okay. Minus, it will go normally sequentially. First it is b by a, next c by a, next d by a. Okay.
Okay.
And the denominator is always the coefficient of the highest power, that is the degree. Okay. Now tell me for this, if you understood. What is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta?
It is minus d by a.
Now next, alpha beta gamma plus beta gamma alpha plus gamma alpha delta plus delta alpha beta. So these are the possibilities that you get. So now what is the value for this? It is the product of the sum of the roots, right?
Yes.
So what is the answer for this?
So it is c by a.
C by A. Next, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus delta alpha. What is the value for this?
D by a.
See, you are forgetting
Minus
the
d
sign.
by a.
Minus D by A. Now the last, alpha beta gamma delta, the product of the roots. What is the product of the roots?
I forgot this formula.
What is this formula? Just your how you got minus B by A, C by A, D by A. Now the next term. That's it. E by A.
Wait.
Just you are going in a sequence. So first B by A, next C by A,
Oh,
E by A, next E by A.
where we will use all this formula?
This is just for finding the relations. You won't get, actually you won't get 3 itself. You will get only till 2. Okay. Other rare cases, you will get 3. That is a cubic polynomial. But in all the cases, you will get only the quadratic.
So,
But you need to know if they give like very big power, this is the way that you have to find. Okay. And why it is useful?
okay.
Because they will give. So now we will see why we are studying this. Okay.
So
now,
one doubt, you
yeah,
can see that equation here in WhatsApp, no?
yeah,
Here that they have given in the last that that first photo.
yeah. In the first photo,
They have given that in the last that p of x is equal to x minus delta into x minus
x minus alpha into x minus. Yeah, that is the thing that we
yeah.
are doing.
So at the last, why that fellow wrote k to the kx square?
Because
That and all.
yeah, why? Because it is not necessary that always you will get the coefficient of x as 1, right? That is not necessary, right? You can get
So
the
it's
coefficient
just
of x square.
coefficient.
It is just a coefficient. That's why he multiplied for the total equation. He didn't multiply for one equation, right? He multiplied for the total equation just to show that x square term can have a constant k also instead of 1. Okay.
Okay.
Now we will come to know how to write the equations when you know the roots. Okay. Okay.
Fine. Yes.
Understood the relation between the equation and the roots. The sum of the roots and the product of it. That is the relation. Okay. So this one and all. So next one. You understood the relation between the equation and the roots, right? Sum and product. That is the relation between the equation and the roots. Now, how to write to form an equation when you know the roots. Okay. Now you know the roots directly. Now you have to form the equation. That is the reverse way, right? Previously, you know the roots. By solving, you are finding the roots, right?
Yes.
Now you are going in reverse way. Now
Hmm.
you know the roots. You want to form the equation. So alpha comma beta
So
alpha.
I know.
part.
Okay. Okay. Before.
Yeah, ask me if you have any doubt. Yeah, ask.
Like before, like last equation also we form the equation by knowing the roots only, no?
Is this an equation? This is not an equation.
Oh, that is formula.
That is a relation.
Equation
That's
is
it.
something else.
Equation is that ax
Oh,
squared
okay.
plus bx plus c. That's
Okay,
it.
I got okay.
Okay.
If the I know the roots, so if the root is beta, so x is equal to beta. So x I shift x minus beta is equal to 0. So
Because
in
they are the
quadratic
product.
polynomial there will so in
So directly,
quadratic
now you know
polynomial
how
there
to
will
do
be
this,
two.
right?
So then and I'll go in reverse order.
Yeah. So now directly we'll go to the formula. How to write the equation when you know the roots. Actually, they gave it over here. You have to know. When they gave the roots, right? You can form the equation
Hmm.
just by simply. So it is x square. That's now they give minus
Wait,
of into
I have a
sum of
doubt.
yeah, tell. Yeah, ask.
So in this one is there, no? This recording thing. It's you're recording this one, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell what you just said again?
What?
This meeting is recording, right?
Yeah, it is recorded.
So can you send me this recording thing to me?
Yeah, I will upload it and I will send it to you.
Because I forgot to take notes. So that's why.
Always you have to take notes. Otherwise, you will.
No, today there was a very good festival. Today they gave nice food to us. So I ate a lot. I'm feeling very, tired by eating. So I feel very lazy for writing. So
That's
I
being
took
very
all
nostalgic.
screenshot.
Hmm.
I took all screenshot, but I can't take screenshot of what you are explaining. So I want your recording.
Okay, I will send the record. Hmm. Okay, first see. So first one thing is clear that first one we found out the relation between the equation and the roots. Okay, the sum of
Okay.
the rows part of the roots. Now what we are doing is when you know the roots, how to form the equation. Okay, that thing
Huh.
first one you told if alpha comma beta are the roots, then they are the factors. So that's why alpha minus x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay, we will make it to 0
Hmm.
and we will multiply. You will get one equation, right? No need of equal to 0 also. This is a as an expression. If you put equal to 0, then it becomes equation. That's it.
Okay.
Now, after doing, if you multiply this and at the last, you will end up one equation, right? Directly, you can write the equation. So if alpha comma beta are the roots, so directly you can tell the equation is x square
X
minus
plus
x in, it
or
is minus,
minus x
remember,
into
sum
alpha
of the
plus
roots,
beta.
that is sum of the
That is
roots
alpha.
plus product of the roots. Okay,
Okay.
means x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Okay,
Okay.
now why they multiplied with k? Because this is equal to 0, right? In general, right?
Hmm.
If you multiply k
What
on
if
both the sides, you will get the same equation, right? Because equal to 0 itself. So that's why kx square kx into k. Means instead of coefficient of 1, you can get k also. Okay, k means any other number. Instead of 1, you can get any other number also. Okay,
okay.
for explaining this, let's take one example. Let us suppose if 2 comma 3 are the roots of the equation, form the equation.
I will form the equation.
Let
So 2
comma
comma
3
3.
are roots.
So it will be uh
form the equation.
3, it will be x square
X square.
plus
Remember this the general
minus
form.
minus
Minus
x into
hmm,
minus 5
hmm,
5
okay,
minus 5
x
minus 5 uh plus 2 into 3 6
so that this is
is
the
equal to 0.
equal to this is the equation of these roots, right? Now let's see this.
Yes,
If I write it this one as 2x square minus 10x plus 12 equal to 0. Then also I will get the same roots, right?
yes,
Why? Because if you simplify the equation, you will divide by 2. You will get same thing, x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. That's why they multiplied with k over here, just to show either it can be of this form or it can be any other multiplicative thing. You will get the same roots. Okay.
okay,
This is on simplifying, you will get the same, right? X square, you know, right? You can divide when it is equal to 0. You can divide the total equation with a common factor, right? For
if I
making it,
divide it by 2, I should divide everything by 2, no?
yeah, you have to divide everything by 2. You have to divide the whole equation on right hand
No,
side and left
like
hand side, both.
both, yeah, that's what my question was.
So it is 0 by 2. That's why again 0 over here. Okay. This is the simplification of the equation, the simplified form. You have to divide with the common factor. Okay.
Okay,
See, now you know how to form an equation when you know the roots and you know the relation between the equations and the roots, right?
yes,
So for remembering this one, see this. It is also forms the alternative thing. So first you have plus, next you have minus, again you have plus. Since it is 2, it is limited over here. If it is x cube, then also you can form the equation. Now I will tell how to form this. Always it forms alternative, plus minus plus minus plus minus. Okay. See this. Let us suppose if 2, 3, 5. Let's take it 5. If 2, 3, 5 are roots of cubic polynomial. Okay. Find the equation of the polynomial.
equation,
Yeah.
okay.
Of the cubic polynomial over here. See.
So should I multiply, like
So
will the
here
equation be x square into x into bracket 2
x square
plus 3
minus
plus 5?
x into same thing, sum of the
2,
roots. First, right, this is the general. So it is x cube, right? First, x cube,
yes,
the highest power minus x square into, see, it is plus minus plus minus. That's why you're getting minus over here. Sum of the roots, again, alternative, that's why plus sign, x into product of the sum of the roots, right? Minus product of the roots, right? This is the same structure that we studied in relation between the cubic polynomial. First is sum of the roots, next product of the sum, next is product of the roots, right? Equal to 0. So now we will see. See, it is pretty simple. This is the only thing you need to remember. So x cube minus x square into sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, right? Plus x into product of the roots, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, minus product of the roots, alpha beta gamma, equal to 0. See, we can form.
so I substitute the value of beta alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta something. I don't know actually what's written there.
See,
By
alpha is 2,
C,
alpha beta gamma. Alpha is 2, they are the roots. Beta is 3, gamma is 5. That's it.
just a second. Oh no, I lost this photo.
Which photo?
That. Can you go to the previous slide?
This one.
Like before slide also.
Huh.
Before the slide also.
This one.
Yes. No. Before that, add next one.
The
Yeah,
fourth
yeah,
power.
yeah, yeah.
Tell
This
me the
one.
fourth power or third power.
Third and fourth.
Okay. Now we are in fourth power, right?
Yes. No,
See,
we are in third power.
you can see the third power.
So no. So they have given that. Now you go to the present slide.
Okay.
You can go to the present slide.
Yeah, I am in the present slide.
So in that thing, that what's that called? That x is x into beta alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into
The
alpha.
product of the sum of the roots means 2 multiplication of 2, those sum. Okay.
Yes. In that we can substitute the value minus b by a, no?
Why minus b by a? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. If you know, it is not minus b by a, right? It is c by
C
a.
by a. C by a. Sorry, C by a.
You don't know
Because it
c
will
at
be
all.
easier.
You don't know c. Do you know c? We are finding c.
Yeah. We know
Yeah.
C is the product of roots. So product of roots is 2 into 3 into 5.
C by a
And
is
I know,
product of the roots.
but I don't know the value of A.
Yeah, we don't know the equation of all first for writing c, right?
Yes.
We are forming the equation over here. We
Oh
don't know the
no, then I
equation.
have to multiply everything.
Yeah, we are forming the equation, right? We don't know the equation for substituting c. We are forming the equation, then we will get to know what is c. Okay.
No, we'll get to know what is A. Because
This is one.
because A because C is the product of roots according to this equation.
See, wait. Now we are forming the
First
equation,
we will
right?
solve. First we will solve
You are
and
forming
we
the
will
equation.
debate.
Form the equation first. Okay.
Fine. So it is
You
2
don't know c
into
here.
3,
We are
6.
forming the equation.
6 plus 15 plus 10. 16 plus 15. 31.
So x square minus 10x cube minus 10x square plus 31x minus 30 equal to 0. Now you know the equation.
So yes, because I know what is constant.
Now you know the equation.
So I can find A.
Now the a here a is 1. Okay. That a, b, c, d and all you will write it when you know the equation, right? If you don't know the equation, how can we write it?
Yes.
We are forming the equation first, right?
Yes, we are forming the equation.
Now you know. So this is the thing. Okay?
இல்ல நாங்க இது இன்னும் சொல்லியே தரல சார். மேத்ஸ் சார் ஸ்கூல்ல இன்னும் புதுசா நோட்ஸ் தருவாங்க. இது இன்னும் சொல்லியே தரல. Yes, sir. So before that, we can't use this formula. Then what is the use of that formula?
When they gave the equation, then you need to know, right?
Okay.
Here, do you know the equation first in this one? If I gave it like this, like 3x square, 3x cube plus 4x square plus 9x minus 1 equal to 0. Now you can find sum of the roots, product of the roots directly, right? Because you know the equation over here. Previously, you don't know. You are forming the equation. Okay.
Okay.
So if I ask what is alpha plus beta plus gamma over here, you don't know what is alpha. You don't know what is beta. You don't know what is gamma, right?
Yes.
So here we will use the trick. That is, when you know the equation for finding this, it is minus v by a equals to minus 4 by 3.
So I know the equation and I know what is that constant everything, but I have to find. I'll use this formula.
Yeah.
This formula is very great. It's very easy to find zeros.
You are
So
not
using
finding
this,
zeros. You are not finding zeros. You are finding
wait.
the addition of the zeros, product of the zeros.
Yeah, that's the addition of the zeros. So if, for example, zeros, after finding the formula, I will get 2 plus. Oh yeah, anyway, I'll find the addition of the zeros. Oh, then how to find separate zeros?
Now we will
Okay.
get to know how to find the separate zeros, right? For cubic equation, it is separate. That is different. For finding the zeros, that will have a different chapter. This is just the relation. Okay.
That
if you
is
know the root,
okay.
how to form the equation. If you know
That will
equation,
come in that will come in 10th grade only.
that will come in next chapter.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now here one thing that you need to
know.
Is, so they will ask, they will give that something is the roots of this. We have to find, like in this question they gave, right? Like phi evaluate alpha square plus beta square, like this, right? See this. See this question. If they give over here, so alpha comma beta are roots of this. They will give f of x, or f of x is nothing but y. Okay. The meaning of f of means the function is in terms of x. That is the meaning of f of x. Okay. Ax square plus bx plus c. Find first one. Alpha square plus beta square. Second. Alpha square minus beta square.
What is this kind of equation?
You need to evaluate. You need to find what is alpha square plus beta square. For this, you need to know what is alpha. You need to know what is beta, right?
Yeah.
You don't know. So, but alpha beta are variables. The equation is also in variable. You can't find alpha and beta when they are in variables. So here we will use the trick, right? What is alpha plus beta whole square?
Phi plus beta whole square. A square.
So alpha square.
Beta square plus 2 alpha beta. 2 into alpha beta.
Right?
Yes.
Now, I need alpha square plus beta square. Means if I send 2 alpha beta that side, I will get alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equals to alpha square plus beta square, right?
Yes.
Means instead of alpha square plus beta square, I can write this, right?
Yes.
Now I know what is alpha plus beta. This is the sum of the roots, right?
Yes.
You know sum of the roots as minus b by a. And you know alpha beta, that is product of the roots. That is c by a. Just you will substitute over here. Okay. So because we don't know alpha and we don't know beta separately, writing alpha square plus beta square, we are manipulating it in terms of what we know. So here I can test alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, right? This alpha square plus beta square, right? Now I know what is alpha plus beta. That is minus b by a whole square, right? Minus 2 into alpha beta. That is c by a. That's it. This is the answer. Means b square by a square minus 2c by a. That's it. Okay.
So this is the.
Now if b square minus 2ac by a square.
Oh,
I took the LCM because multiplied by a multiplied by a.
yeah. I understood.
That's it. This is the answer. Okay. For finding alpha square plus beta square, you need to know what is alpha separately, what is beta separately. But we don't know. That's why you are manipulating it. Okay.
Okay.
Now in the same way, find this one, alpha square minus beta square. How you will find alpha square minus beta square?
So again, a minus b whole square formula.
Okay, actually, they won't, because this minus you can't get. Here they will ask this, alpha cube plus beta cube.
Oh, they will ask. For this, I should know what is a plus b whole cube.
Yeah, a plus b whole cube is equal
to a plus b whole cube.
Yeah.
A plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab plus a plus b.
So a cube plus b cube plus 3ab.
That is delta plus.
Please 3ab square.
Oh no, I'm telling in that general format. This is the simplified format.
The general format is alpha a plus b.
No, it is alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 into alpha plus beta. 3 into alpha plus beta bracket alpha plus beta. Oh, sorry, I told it wrong. I told it like completely wrong.
What is alpha plus beta? A plus b whole cube formula.
That's what a cube plus b cube.
Wait, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. It will go in this manner. Okay.
Fine.
But you don't know what is a square b. For this, you need to know alpha square beta, right? We don't know this. We have this is of the form a cube plus b cube, not a plus b whole cube. Okay. It is a cube plus b cube, right? So the formula for this is a plus b into a square plus b
minus minus ab.
Minus ab, right? Now this is of the form alpha cube plus beta cube. So alpha plus beta.
We know that formula.
Plus beta square minus alpha beta, right?
Yes, it is minus b by a.
So you know alpha plus beta is minus b by a. You know alpha square plus beta square. Just now we calculated, right?
That is c by a.
B square minus 2ac by a square, right?
Oh, yeah.
Minus alpha beta is c by a. You will simplify this. That's it.
That's it. Okay? So simple.
It is very simple. You have to know the formulas also. Don't use the whole cube formula because that is of no use, right? You need to find alpha square beta. You don't know what is alpha square beta, right? So you can't use it. So it is, you know directly this formula a cube plus b cube. Just you will simplify it. Just substitution. There is nothing in this. Okay.
Fine. You will send me this recording now?
Yeah, I will send you this. Yeah.
Fine.
I think this total is done with one. Now I will see the same type they will ask. Okay. So first tell me what is the product sum of the roots formula? What is the general equation? Or this you know what is the general equation? What is the general equation? Or a
Sum of the
quadratic
roots is
coordinate.
minus b by a.
First, tell me the general equation.
The alpha plus beta is equal to b by a minus b by a.
So the general equation is ax square plus bx plus c. They will call
What?
it as f of x, right?
Oh, this is general form of a polynomial.
It is a general form of a quadratic polynomial, not
Quadratic
polynomial.
polynomial.
So they will
That's
represent
another.
f of x. F of x is nothing but y. Okay, it is an, remember, this is an expression. Okay,
Okay.
when you put equal to 0, then it becomes equation. Okay, remember this. The difference between expression and an equation. Okay, this is just an expression now. For equation, we will keep equal to 0. Okay.
Okay.
Now you know if alpha comma beta are the roots, so alpha plus beta is minus b by a, alpha beta is c by a, right? And you
This is
know
the formula.
a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0, a beta square plus b beta plus c equal to 0, right? Because alpha
Yes.
comma beta are the roots. Now for this note, we'll solve this question. If 2 is the root of 3x square plus 3x square minus 4x plus c equal to 0. Okay. Find the value of c.
Oh, oh no, 2 is the root.
2 is the root of.
So,
Find the value of
so
c.
I'll equate this is equal to 0 and I substitute the value of 2 in x and I shift everything to the left hand side, I guess. Sorry, right hand side. And
Solve it, then shift.
yeah, first I'll solve that is 4 3s are 12 plus 4 2s are 8, which is 20.
I will
Oh,
beat
sorry,
you
it's
if you
4.
tell 20.
4. It's 4. So minus 4 is the answer.
So the root means just you have to substitute. Get that. This is pretty simple, right?
Yes.
Like this also they will ask. Remember. Okay.
This I did it in 9th grade only.
Don't worry, you get the different types in the next chapter. Okay.
Oh, you always have a game of scaring me.
But it is because it is pretty simple. See, you are getting what you know in the 9th class. In the next chapter, it's a very easy thing, right? It's a very good thing, right?
Which is the most difficult chapter in all of them?
In all of them, you will be having this trigonometry. That's
Oh, this name is only unsatisfying, and that chapter is also be unsatisfying.
but you know that is
But we learned that this thing that sine theta is equal to opposite side
by
divided by hypotenuse, and cos theta is equal to this one adjacent side divided by hypotenuse.
And you need to know the values of the angle. Sine 0, sine 30,
That
45,
sine
60, 90.
sine if they are sine 30, I'll directly substitute that root 3 by 2 something. I forgot that
You
table.
will get different manipulations. That's it. All you will get easy. See, that is also easy.
How to calculate sine theta if it's given as 115?
Then you have to use this as a component law. Okay. That one we will discuss very soon. So it is 115 degrees, right?
Yes, it's 115.
Actually, it will come as 135. They won't give 115 now. They will give 135 degrees. Okay.
What if by chance they give 115?
Then they will give what is the value of
Sine?
not sine. They will give the value of this? Cos 25. They will give the value of
Why cos 25? Oh, first I'll find the value of the adjacent side and I'll do something like that.
if it is like
No,
this, you
that's
should not
stupid.
proceed that. That's very stupid. Now you understand, right? You should not do that.
Yes.
So first listen how to find this. Okay. This one you will get it afterwards. First see this. Actually, this type of questions you have to divide it into the angle.
Two parts.
Okay, what are the two parts?
130 plus 5. 105 plus 30.
Listen. Okay.
Fine. Fine. I listen.
Here you have
Wait,
the quadratic axis, right?
I'm in a very crowded place.
So here
Yeah,
you
you can.
have, this is the quadrants, right? So this is
Yeah.
0 degree, right?
Yes.
This is 90 degree.
Yes.
What is this?
That
angle?
is 180 and that is 270.
Again, it is 360, right?
Yeah, we can tell that. Yeah.
Means you have to divide the angles only in terms of this, not any other value. 0 means
What? So
you will write sine 135 as sine of
wait.
90 plus 40. Okay, because 90 is the fundamental degree, right? Fundamental angle. 0 is the fundamental angle. 90 fundamental angle. 180, 270. They are the fundamental angle.
Wait. I can also make it like 180 plus 45. Because I know 180 has
minus 45.
Yeah, so 180 minus 45 also, no?
You can
Because
make it
I know
anyway.
45. I took the calculator help. So I found it easy.
Okay, either you can take sine of 90 plus 45 or sine of 180 minus 45.
Yeah, I can take as 90 plus 45 also.
You can take it anywhere. You'll get the same answer. No worry.
So after taking less than 90 plus 45, what will I do?
So now here you have this thing called the components thing, right? Sine of 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. Okay.
What? So should I?
You have to know
Okay.
what happens when sine of 90 plus theta becomes in this. Sine of 90 plus something. Where whenever there is 90 for this, it just reverses. Sine becomes cos, tan becomes cot becomes secant becomes cosecant. Okay.
Okay.
So this one you will know. So before that, knowing this, I will tell you one thing. Remember this. Whatever the angles it may be, and you have to divide by using the fundamental angles, right? 90 plus something or
Yes.
180 minus 270.
Yes. After dividing that, what will I do?
Yeah, first see this. Now you need to know what are the signs of trigonometric functions in signs of trigonometric functions in quadrants. Okay.
Sir. I have one thing. Can I join like after 5 minutes?
Yeah, okay. I think the class is
Just
done.
one. No. This is very interesting, but I'm currently having a stomach pain, so that's why it's urgent. Okay, sir. I'll call you. You can put the meeting.
Yeah.
I'll just call you. It's not. Don't take it like disturbing. It's very urgent. Like I have a great stomach pain.
Okay.
I ate too much biryani. I should have listened to my mom. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.